Kurt, the Los Angeles Lakers look extremely dangerous, and they look primed for a repeat. What do you think with all the acquisitions they got, from Schroeder to re-signing Markieff Morris? I mean, they look good.
Yeah, all the upgrades, well, I'm calling them upgrades. Like, it's nothing one thing is dramatic, right? But Dennis Schroeder is an upgrade over Rajon Rondo as your secondary playmaker. Marc Gasol and Montrezl Harrell up front are better than JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. Like, you get the sixth man of the year energy. You get a former defensive player of the year in Marc Gasol, who's just, those kind of high IQ guys thrive with LeBron, right? Like, the guys they put together on this roster now, you get Morris back, you get KCP back, who's probably their third best player in the playoffs. Everything they did made the championship team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis just a little better. They're going to be so hard to knock off the top of the mountain now.
Yeah, we were thinking about, the Clippers and what they had. I was like, what piece do you add to the Clippers? And I was thinking to myself, how could this Lakers team get better? And they somehow managed to either match or exceed what they had last year. And last year they looked dangerous. And remember, at the beginning of the season, there were questions around that team. People were like, okay, well, are the Lakers as good as they seem to be? But then once we saw the playoffs, I mean, playoff Rondo went out of this world. And you're right, Marc Gasol is another high IQ player. I don't know, I don't know how IQ is how his IQ matches against a guy like Rondo. But either way, when you have LeBron on the floor and Mark, who's a big, who can pass the ball, that's going to be a very dangerous combination, I think.
Yeah, their passing is good. And look, what really got them last year, right, was the defense. And I don't think they downgraded that much. Rondo has this great defensive reputation with fans because he was a great defensive player, but he's not quite that guy anymore. They've still got, by the way, Wes Matthews for Danny Green, essentially swapping out on the wings is at least, even if not a slight upgrade. I pretty much like everything they did, and I don't know who knocks them off. I like, with all due respect to Montrezl Harrell, I really like Serge Ibaka on the Clippers, but the questions with the Clippers were never talent, right? Like, it's still just like, can you put this together? And it's the same with the Bucks. It's the same with Brooklyn. It's like, all right, can you really put all these pieces together? I don't question if LeBron James can get that locker room into shape.
The thing about the Lakers, too, that is so amazing is when I think about their bench players or their other starters, that was a big concern in the playoffs. Anthony Davis is going to put up crazy numbers. LeBron's going to put up crazy numbers. But can KCP put up those numbers that they needed him to? That was always the question. Can Kuzma, can he deliver on a consistent basis for them down the road? And now you got Schroeder, who played incredibly well next to Chris Paul, who's another high IQ guy in OKC. I mean, you got to love that addition to the Lakers. You just got to love that.
They added, with Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell, 1 and 2 in sixth man of the year voting last year to the roster.
I know. Talk about deep.